Kyrie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem.
Good morning. You have been warned by the sirens that this is continuing chat on impeachment. Yesterday I did not make a video because I tried to watch the impeachment proceedings and fell asleep. I'm joking, I didn't watch them. I have not watched any of them at all, but I've heard various commentary on cable TV and on the internet and reading on Twitter about the proceedings. What I really consider the most disturbing part of the impeachment proceedings, and this is a continuing Democratic characteristic of Democratic politicians. I won't say about Democratic voters, but of politicians, is to discount Republicans who've been elected as presidents. They don't think they are legitimately elected. And of course, it started with the second George Bush in 2000 with the hanging Chad issue and the whole Florida recount, and the belief that he was not legitimately elected, that somehow he stole the election from Al Gore. They couldn't say too much about his re-election since he smoked John Kerry and whoever Kerry was running with, the guy Edwards, was that Edwards was his running mate? Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. And then of course after Bush we had the 8 years of Obama, and now we have Trump. And one of the clips that I heard yesterday is that it's been repeated a couple times. Schiff repeated it yesterday, that we can't trust the American people with a legitimate election. That somehow he never said that the American people are corrupt, although that seems to be the insinuation. It's more they will be meddled with, and gosh darn it, the little people won't know it, that the Russians or Ukrainians or somebody is interfering, and they really didn't want to vote in the person they voted in. It had been manipulated. And that seems to be a recurring reality. And it's a shame. I don't think there's going to be any healing of divisions in this nation for a long time. I do believe President Trump, barring something disastrous, is going to get reelected. So I see that happening. Come on, Holly, get up here. Come on. There we go. There's the kitty. You all might get to see her in the video. So there's part of her. You can see her big shadow. Anyway, I just caught clips here and there, and again, internet talking heads and various people. I think where the House is where the Senate's going to go is to dismiss. I don't see how they wouldn't do that anyway. So we'll see. But it doesn't make for good TV. I mean, for the most part, it doesn't even make for good sound bites. It makes for people grandstanding, because that's on both sides, and that's probably the most tedious part of it, is that it just seems like grandstanding by the Dems, and then some grandstanding by the Republicans, by the President's defense team. Of course, I tend to be more favorable to the President's defense team. I'm not really swayed by any of the Democrats, their talking points. Really haven't proved anything. But I do like Schiff knows how to malign people. He's very good at that. And he's one of these guys where if you were to do the connect the dots, he goes from 1 to 2 okay, but then he jumps from 2 to 20, and then from 20 back to 0, and then 0 to 10, and then maybe 10 to 11. And the connect the dot thing that you were trying to make, which was really a neat thing as a child, ends up looking like a Rorschach print that you can't make sense out of, and then you're asked to explain what it is, and you say it's, mommy and daddy are going shopping for a car. It's crazy, but stay tuned. I'm hoping it'll be over soon and we get back to the media just trying to act outraged about everything the president does, because that is what they and the Democrats do all the time. 2020 is going to be a fun year, friends. Have a great day and be safe out there.